He came in from the blind side, set up right on the sideline, Jim. He knew he was going to get creamed.
Johnny just a little out of control coming down the sideline, Greg. You never really looked up to see who might be in his path. Kenzicki stood his ground and did a good job.
Inside, Kenzicki lost the pass, got it back, fires no. Jerry Smith again.
I'll tell you what, Jerry Smith just playing out of his mind underneath the basket today.
He's dominated. He's like the 6'5" guy under there.
You would think so.
And he's
better than the 6'5" guys under there today.
He's 5'11" in elevators. John Sullivan walks.
Fans don't like it, but Mike Ramker saw it. No problem from the bench. Brad Hopper checks back in for Saline now. Number 11, Steve Jordan back in, or Hopper in for Lumen Christi. Jordan in for Saline. Johnny Sullivan sits down.
Kenzicki goes out, and he's still kind of winded from that shot he took here right in front of us by Johnny Sullivan. Here's a long bomb by Goff, and he hit it. 6-point game. Sullivan knocked away and a foul. Jim Goff picked it up.
Foul on Jim Goff, number 35, his first personal. And I think it's going to be Tommy Sullivan heading to the line here for 1-1.
6 minutes to go, 6-point ball game.
Well, Saline got it down to 6 points after trailing by 15 at one point. If Sullivan should miss the first one here, Saline gets the basketball. This is going to be an interesting finish.
I think no matter what happens, it's going to be an interesting finish here this afternoon.
You're right.
Sullivan, free throw. Got it. 41-34. Hanson back in, and big Steve Anderson out.
17 points on the night for Tom Sullivan. He's having a great afternoon.
And he goes for 18 right here. Missed it. Hanson the rebound. Out for Jordan. Jordan front court.
Saline needs a hoop here, Greg. They've got to keep whittling on that lead.
Goff, long bomb, no. Tapped around, out of bounds, and the Titans have the basketball. It goes to Hopper. Hopper off to Tony Smith, and they get it back outside with 5:40 to go.
Good job of breaking the pressure by Lumen Christi. Crisp passing.
Kelley, the engineer out there, the little floor general. He's checked by Jordan. Back out to Sullivan. Sullivan, the master of the head fake, goes to Kelley. He's being chased. Coach wants to double team on the ball, not getting it right now. And here's Tony Smith to Jerry, almost intercepted. Jerry hands to Kelley. This is almost the identical time that Lumen took the air out against Dexter, and they came back and tied the game.
Basket here.
Knocked away, almost picked off. Tony Smith to Hopper. Hopper to the bucket. He missed the bunny. Follow Jerry Smith blocked and a foul.
Pearsall got him on the hand underneath. His second personal. And Jerry, who's been just a demon from the free throw line the last couple of ball games, will step up with 2 shots. Mark Coleman back in the lineup now for Lumen.
The rebound. Leaves it for Pat Condren.
Saline can cut it to 3 here with the hoop.
Don't go away, friends. Here's a 22-footer outside, no, and a foul on Kenzicki. One. He's got it. Brien got the kind roll that time. Never say die. 43-36 as Kelley hits the pair. Pearsall backcourt. Lumen goes into a press on defense now. Kenzicki wide open on the wing, off the window. Good.
Nice shot by Dave Kenzicki. Uses the glass well.
Opportunity, they throw it away. But it was deflected out of bounds by Jimmy Goff.
Just barely missed Tommy Sullivan's head.
Got it back to Tommy Sullivan, drives the paint through the lane, off to Coleman. Coleman up and no short. Kenzicki the rebound. They got a break if they hurry. A lead to Condren. He kicks it. Out of bounds, Lumen ball.
Never got a handle on the basket.
Pearsall up. No. A battle for it and a whistle. Lundgren gets the foul.
And that is 4 on him.
Lumen getting very sloppy with the ball here in the last minute or so.
Boy, Saline with a real good chance to cut that lead down to 3, and number 33.
Missed it. Long rebound. Jordan is hammered by Sullivan. Boy, there's a big turning point. The lead could have been 7, and now it might go right down to 3.
Second personal on Tommy Sullivan. He's in no trouble of falling out of this game, but didn't want that one right there at that point.
Who started the game but really hasn't played very much. At the line, the 5'11 senior. Up and short. Jerry Smith has the rebound. Long pass. Pearsall picked it up and he fell down. Coleman to the bucket. Good foul call.
On number 31, Pat Condra, and that is his 5th personal foul. He's out of the ball game.
Pearsall, wing right to Goff. Forces one up, short, tap up. Hanson, no. Hanson might have been pushed underneath, and he was.
Hanson wide open.
Stay with
our
us.
pacemakers hold up that long.
Second one good. 46-40, Tony Smith. Into Brien. Kelley throws it away. Tony Smith saves it to Kelley. And Kelley out of bounds. But it went off Kenzicki.
No, it went off Kelley.
No, they're giving it back to Lumen.
Oh, I don't know.
Kenzicki didn't really argue, Jim.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
Less than 3 minutes to go. Timeout on the court. As for Sullivan, can't save it. Turnover, Lumen.
It's a bad turnover. Pretty much unforced. Just trying to go for the easy lob basket, and he just let him out of the stadium.
They don't want to go to the basket, so
no.
Just a tight pass you don't want to make in that situation. Interception, Coleman. 4-on-1, Lumen. Coleman to the bucket. Good. Back the other way, Saline saves a long pass. Pearsall. Kenzicki turns up, no short. Rebound, Lumen. Tony Smith hammered. And
This game's over, Greg.
I think so.
This game's over. This game is over. Kenzicki's gone. That's 5 on him. And he is the only one that's been giving them any kind of offense at all for the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Any consistent player, he's been about it for Saline.
He's got 12 points on the night.
Missed it. That ball was halfway down and came out. Man.
Well,
here comes Merzinski, free throw line, out to Pearsall, 20-footer. No. Tom Sullivan rebounds. Leaves it for Kelley. Kelley's run over by
number 43 down there, Mark Engelhardt, who checked into the ball game during the last timeout, picks up the personal foul. And it was he that made the bad pass out in front of here that led to Mark Coleman's basket. Got to kind of wonder what the young man's doing in the ball game.
Well, he didn't play the whole game. And bring him in with 2.5 minutes. That's almost not fair to the player.
Kenzicki sits down now, and Engelhardt too. As Anderson comes back in the ball game.
What a gritty 50-40. 50-40, Lumen with 2:10 to go. Goff drives in the lane, adjusts his shot in midair, missed it. Sullivan the rebound. Sullivan look off to Coleman out of bounds. Sullivan gets the foul as he ran into Jordan.
Number 3 on Tommy Sullivan. And Jordan's going to get a chance to shoot 1-and-1 here. The clock stops. Lumen Christi just doesn't want to foul anybody right now.
Well, I wonder why they're forcing the ball up the court so quickly.
Well, maybe it's because they tried to sit on it here the other night and they almost lost the ball game. No, you do have to wonder, though.
But with only 2 minutes to go, you don't even have to go to the basket now.
They're forcing some turnovers on themselves. Kenzicki back in now for Saline. But you just don't want to foul anybody, Greg. It stops the clock and gives them a chance to make up that lead without using any time.
Jordan at the line, way short. Jerry Smith, another rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Here comes Sullivan, 3-on-2, look off to Coleman, 6-footer, good. History. Lumen by 12. Kenzicki in the paint. Missed it. Kenzicki again. Missed it. Jordan up. Good. Tony Smith dumps it in for Kelley. Kelley down to Coleman. Baseline. Good.
Mark's got it together down there.
Lumen set to pull the upset. Here's Saline Goff in the corner. This is a big win for Mike Ramker, too. Personally, I think, Jim.
Sure is.
He's had a rough year. Driving a score by Goff. 54-44. Kelley backcourt, double team, goes to Tony Smith, to Jerry, 3-on-1. 2, Sullivan up. Good foul! And the green and gold fans are on their feet. They know this one's history now.
Quite an upset. Our first real upset of the tournament. And Lumen Christi is going to move to 13-10 on the year.
Fans on their feet and
head to Ypsilanti.
They should be.
Foul, by the way, was on Eric Hansen, his third, but really doesn't make any difference now. Quite as bad as they played that night, and Saline's not quite as good.
Yeah, Coleman down to Kelley, lost it, got it back. Over to Jerry Smith, out to Sullivan, and he holds on. Tommy stripped out there. Sullivan to the line. These teams really don't like each other either, to be quite frank about it. Tony Smith comes out, what a job.
It's got to be a very, very bitter loss for Saline. You coming in here 19-2. Nobody in the tournament had a record even approaching that. And they're not going to go home with a trophy this afternoon.
Oh, no.
They're going to have a runner-up medal.
A lot of unfulfilled wishes on the bus ride to Saline. Andrews will come in, I think, maybe for Sullivan. After Tommy hits the shot.
Tommy just found out.
47 seconds left. Free throw again. Sullivan hits it. Tommy comes out. A look off, Coleman up, and yes. Another great pass from Tom Sullivan, who looked one way and just shot at the other.
That's 11 points in the fourth quarter here for Mark Coleman.
Sullivan gets the whistle. That's what he wanted. He comes out, Coleman out, Jerry Smith out. What a job by those guys. 61-44. And, you know, really, Jim, when you think about it, although the lead was only 6 points, this differential, this is deserved by Lumen Christi, a blowout.
Oh, yeah.
They've just outplayed Saline.
They've outplayed them badly all day.
Yeah. All afternoon.
Scores very indicative of the kind of game.
No, tap up, no. Again, no. Tap up, Iuni, no. 2-1, this game's over. And Lumen Christi has upset Saline to win the Class D District Championship at Columbia Central. The final, Titans 61. Saline 44. The Titan fans out on the court here saluting their club. And a well-deserved high five from the Titan fans here. Lumen just played an outstanding basketball game. Obviously, their best of the year, and we'll come back and talk about it.
That was all. And we disappointed him severely for 2 minutes and then put him in. So
I'm not going to let you explain what jug is, but Brien Kelley, again, his usual job. Got the crowd in the game, I thought, early with his defensive play out there. He just was right in Jordan's shorts all night long, and he just didn't let him get going.
Well, he's our leader. He's our inspiration. And Jug is not what you think it is either, Greg. I know that. So.
Tom Sullivan, a great night, all-around performance tonight. both ends of the court, and he comes up with 22 points. Assist after assist tonight.
Yeah, well, he played, we spread the floor a lot, and he can pick it up and look around, and he's confident, he's pretty strong. He did a great job on the boards, too. So.
And then Jerry Smith had 7 rebounds before the game even got underway. We had him for 7 rebounds in the first 4 minutes. He had to be way up in double digits as far as the glass.
I didn't see the stats. This isn't no stat game, but he had up to 15 or 16 against a kid 6'5" and a kid 6'3". So, but it doesn't surprise me. He's been doing it all year.
Well, you told me before the game you were just going to put the shoulder pads on and come on out here and see what would happen, and you guys just played a tremendous ball game. Congratulations. What's coming up next week now?
We're going to go scout tonight. Willow Run and Milo. We played Willow Run in a preseason scrimmage. We're not afraid of them at all. Actually, a lot of people felt Saline was the best team up to the quarterfinals. So we're thinking we're setting our sights a little bit higher now.
Congratulations, Mike. Big win.
Thank you very much.
Mike Ramker. And the Titans have pulled it off, 61-44. Did we get a chance to run down the scoring yet, Jim?
Not yet.
Okay.
Everybody.